Hello, hello, and welcome to Small Business Power. I am Shan Kramer. This is my better half.
Don Kramer. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. We are.
Absolutely. And we welcome you to this Thanksgiving week. It's an amazing time for us all to stop and pause just a little bit and just remember to be grateful for so many things. But, today I wanted to focus just a little bit differently in this particular episode because a friend of ours showed us some information a number of years ago that kind of stuck in the back of my head. And it really had to do with the pilgrims that landed at Plymouth Rock, which is really what Thanksgiving is all about, right? And it's amazing to me that we don't hear more about the reasons and such that the pilgrims came to this country. And I think their story is an amazing story for small businesses, just from the perspective of, as small business owners, we come up against some obstacles, don't we?
Oh, definitely. There's a
And
lot of them out there.
so downright some adversity, you might say, things where we really have to climb over, around, and through different things to be able to get to the goals that we're looking for. And so I want to share with you a web page that I was looking at earlier today. And again, there may be some slightly different thoughts that you can pull from the story of the pilgrims. And so this is actually a monument that is in Plymouth, Massachusetts, that a lot of people, I'm betting, have never even heard of. It's called the National Monument to the Forefathers. It is in Plymouth, but it's not like right there where Plymouth Rock is. Everybody goes to Plymouth Rock, but they don't know much about this monument. And what I really love about it is that the monument was designed to tell a story related to, why the pilgrims came. And this monument, I if I ever go back up to Massachusetts, I'd love to go see it because I think it was really amazing. But think about the idea that there were 102 brave souls who boarded the Mayflower with hopes for a better life in the new world. And, one of the big pieces that was really, really big for them was they were sick and tired of, the monarchy telling them what they could or couldn't do in terms of their religious beliefs. And they really just wanted an opportunity to be able to follow their God in terms of how they lived their life. And this is kind of neat, and they don't get into all the details of the statue here, but basically they're showing you that the statue, the right arm is pointing up towards God, and it's holding a Bible. And this is, hugely what the pilgrims believed, is that we should be able to follow our God as we're going forward in life. There's like four figures around the base of this statue. And as an example, this is talking about the virtue of liberty. And, they had overcome the tyrant king of England who persecuted the pilgrims for their deep religious beliefs. And so there's all of these different values and virtues that are on the statue. Some of the other ones are about morality, about law, about education of our youth. I mean, we're talking about some basic values that they held that were all about following the direction of their creator. And I think it's amazing that and half of them died in that first winter that they were here, just because they faced such difficulties of being able to deal with the climate and trying to create their own new community and things of that nature. And I think as small business owners, a lot of us, we get caught in some of those same scenarios. It's kind of sad, but it truly is a fact. And I'm going to put this back up here. Okay, just so you can see what it looks like in general. And the fact that, these folks, these 102 brave souls that boarded the Mayflower, they were willing to go the distance to be able to overcome the tyranny that they experienced. They were willing to go the distance to be able to say, hey, we want to be able to live in a world the way we want to be able to. They were looking for freedom. They were looking for liberty. And, I just want to stop during this Thanksgiving season and remember the Pilgrims because, oh my goodness, they stand for what we stand for. If you're a small business owner and you stand for free enterprise, then you are standing for freedom and liberty and the right to be able to create as our creator designed us to. Anybody who's watching anybody who recognizes the passage in the Bible that says we were made in the image and likeness of a creator, then that to me says we were designed to create. And what is a more honorable way to create than to create an honest and ethical business? So, yeah, Rick, we're glad you're watching us. That's awesome. And we appreciate you putting some comments there. But I love this monument, and most people have never heard of it, a national monument to our forefathers. So, think about that as we go through this Thanksgiving week. And just remember that the original intention of those pilgrims was to escape the tyranny of the monarchy. It was to be able to practice their religion in the way that they felt was appropriate. And they were willing to go the distance against all odds to take that Mayflower across the ocean and land at Plymouth Rock. It's an amazing story of perseverance and the ability and willingness to go over and around and through difficulty to get where it is that you want to go. What are your thoughts on this, hon? I know you've got some.
Well, let's put it this way. I think everybody should have the right to worship the way they want to, whoever their God that they're choosing,
Mm-hmm.
our creator of the choosing, whatever word you want to,
Mm-hmm.
use.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody has a right to tell them they can't.
That's a fact.
And that's where I stand. I don't care what religion you are, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You,
We like to talk about the God of your understanding,
that's
right?
You choose, not someone else.
That's exactly right. And that is the original intention of the Constitution. People talk about, oh, the Constitution says we have to have this separation of church and state.
No,
Those words are not anywhere in the
they're not. That
Constitution.
is
It just said
not-
that we were not going to have one religion that we stuffed down everybody's throat if they came to this country.
At the time, the King of England had a religion that everyone had to obey by. Follow this religion, no others.
Mm-hmm.
So we said no. Government's not going to force one religion on everybody.
Nope.
That's what it says in the Constitution, basically.
There you go. There you go. And that is it. And, when you think about our small businesses of today, we have obstacles. We have things that we have to go over, around, and through. And I just hope that you can take some inspiration from the pilgrims that came over on the Mayflower and know that if they were willing to just face all these incredible obstacles and incredible odds to get here to this country, to be able to create what they wanted to create, to be able to worship in the way that they wanted to worship, that they wanted to be able to follow their creator instead of a king. Those are amazing, amazing things to be grateful for, that they did that. that they came to this country and kind of laid the foundation that our forefathers built upon. Any final thoughts on this, my dear?
Well, like I say, it's you got to have your freedom of religion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And use their inspiration
yes,
to
follow
do
it,
follow it.
do it, do what's good because that's what they want you to do, no matter who
Exactly.
your religious leader is.
That's it. That's
I
it.
mean, not a human religious leader. I'm talking about, you know, above us, which
Absolutely.
whoever your creator. There's a lot of preachers and ministers out there who are going to tell you you cannot have a relationship guide without them.
Mm. Ooh.
Sorry.
That's not what the Pilgrims believed,
And
and
that's not what it's all about.
it's not what it's all
Everybody can
about.
have their own personal relationship. In fact, I believe God wants me to have a relationship with Him the way He wants it, not the way I want it. Because a lot of people, oh, I got a great relationship with God. Let me have another cigarette or another drink or what have you. Now, just remember, when I say drink, wine was used in Jesus' time.
Yes, it was.
And drinking wine is not a sin.
I don't think it
And
was,
no,
but at any rate, that gets a little outside of
I
the
know.
concept here.
Yeah,
But
but
I mean, Rick's saying, he's glad he was designed with the ability to create. Well, all of us who are in small businesses, we have been designed with the ability to create, and we've made the decision to create, and that is a beautiful thing. So, just remember that we're not the only ones who have to find some very deeply embedded strength and motivation to go over, around, and through the obstacles. That's how a lot of things in this country were founded, including the Pilgrims who came over on the Mayflower. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic Thanksgiving week. I hope you
mhm.
have a fantastic Thanksgiving day. And just remember to give thanks for those very early pilgrims who were brave enough to come here and say, I'm going to follow my guidance on where to go, what to do, and how to live. Because that is how we create honest, ethical businesses that we all can trust and have faith in.
That's true.
All
Like
right.
that, 120%.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Happy Turkey Day. So, we thank you all for listening today. If you like this message, please like it, comment on it, share it. Let other people know that we all were built with the internal fortitude to move through those obstacles in our life, whether they're business or whether they're personal, doesn't matter. And please be aware of this website because this is where we're helping people to understand. We're getting out here to speak in more places and help people to understand you are the miracle
No
we're
if,
looking
no
for.
if and ands. So
We don't need a
get
king telling us what to do. We don't need
get out of bleachers, get off your rear, get
exactly.
on the playing field.
That's
You're
right.
important to everybody.
That's it. And you have a part to play in creating heaven on earth.
That's true.
So happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care.